The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Davis County Baseball, streaming online on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel and Facebook page. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Davis County Mustangs, Alice Kojo.
It's time for Davis County Baseball. Welcome to the Mustang Sports Complex, and what we have on the menu for you in this middle of the week matchup is a doubleheader as Davis County stays in South Central Conference play, and they will play two against the Clarke Indians on this Wednesday. It's a pleasure to have you with us on the Atomo Radio Sports Network. I'm Alice Kojo. I am joined by Annie Argo, who is our on-site producer, as well, and actually I was going to say somebody's back in the studio. That's back when we were on the radio. Now we're exclusively on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel. We appreciate you joining us on this Wednesday. Mustangs on, I should say a historical hot streak, but I guess over recent history, they are riding a heater, having won their last four, and none more thrilling than what happened here 2 nights ago against Albia. Pitcher's duel going into the 6th inning. Albia gets a run across to make it 1-0, and then Davis County got the tying run on base in the 7th inning, got him in scoring position, and then with 2 outs down to their final out, Aiden Hale was able to ground a single through the left side and into left field for a base hit. Grant Husted came in to score to tie the game, and after holding Albia scoreless in the 8th inning, Davis County was able to mount a rally and get the winning run across to win it 2-1 in 8 innings. So Davis County, with that win, now 7-2 overall, now 3-2 in South Central Conference play. That puts them in 4th place. Centerville, Knoxville, and Sheraton are ahead of them, but a big win for Davis County to keep in pace with the conference leaders. And with plenty of season left, Davis County looks like they'll be a contender for the South Central Conference crown if they continue to handle business. Let's take our first break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about Davis County's opponent in this doubleheader, the Clarke Indians, who are warming up in front of us. Davis County Baseball coming up soon on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited-time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today. Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Building better, healthier lives.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Hi, I'm Allison Engel with First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield. As another growing season gets underway, First Iowa State Bank is here to help area farmers tackle their 2026 ag needs with local decisions, personal service, and financing built around your operation. Whether you're planning for crop inputs, equipment, livestock, land, or operating expenses, our experienced ag lending team understands agriculture because we live it every day right here in Southeast Iowa. Stop in and talk with our ag lending team at First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back here at the Mustang Sports Complex as Clarke is finishing up their warm-ups. They check in with a 3-5 record. They have a 1-4 record in the South Central Conference. They are tied for last in the conference with Albia, and they have dropped their last 3. And Clarke is one of those teams where Davis County, some seasons they've been able to handle, other seasons they have not. In this matchup last season, Davis County won 2 of 3. They split a doubleheader out in Bloomfield, and then Davis County won a 12-9 slugfest here at the Mustang Sports Complex to wrap up their season series. As far as Clarke is concerned, they bat .257 as a team, and they also like to their pitching, however, has been less than desirable. 6.02 is their team ERA, and opponents are batting .289 against them. So if you compare that with Davis County, where opponents are batting just .199 against them, you can see how the Mustangs have a much bigger advantage pitching-wise. So maybe the Mustangs can jump on Clarke pitching early. On the mound for the Indians to start off game 1 will be Cole Jacobson. He's a sophomore, and he has an ERA approaching 8. We'll talk about his numbers, too, as we get this game started. So Clarke, 3-5, looking to fight their way up the South Central Conference standings. They currently sit in last place, in that last place tie with Albia, and they're looking to snap a 3-game losing streak as well. We will continue our pregame and have the starting lineups coming up next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Hi,
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein Soybeans and local Davis Seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustang!
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
When it comes to athletic performance, Danco in Centerville is the local go-to. They're your athletic performance specialist, helping school teams, athletic directors, coaches, parents, and athletes with top-quality gear for sports and active lifestyles. Danco also makes team fundraising simple, handling the design, orders, shipping, and everything in between, so your organization can raise money without the headache. Like and follow Danco on Facebook and visit them on the Centerville Square.
Danco, work hard, play proud.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Mustang Sports Complex as Davis County is getting set to take on Clarke. Let's get to the starting lineups. For Clarke, as I said, 3-5 in overall, 1-4 in South Central Conference play. Joey Turpin leads things off. He is catching. Bryce Guys as a shortstop, batting second. Batting third and at third base is Bentley Thomas. Casey Wade is at cleanup, batting as at first base. Grant Fry is the center fielder, batting fifth. Batting sixth and pitching is Cole Jacobson. Taden Dutney is in left field, batting seventh. Batting eighth and in right field is Ethan Danley. And batting ninth and at second base is Jacob Kepfis. For Davis County, head coach Todd White has Peyton Schooley leading off. He will be the starting pitcher. Josh Settles is in right field, batting second. Batting third and catching is Max Taylor. Noah Sizemore is batting cleanup at third base. Dexter Scott, the shortstop, is batting fifth. Batting sixth and at first base is Hayden Bankson. Victor Milders in center field, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Aiden Hale. He is the designated hitter. He'll be batting for the left fielder, Rylan Johnson. And batting ninth and in second base is Hudson Humphrey. We'll step away for a national anthem, and now the first pitch in Game 1 between Clarke and Davis County coming up next on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Buffalo, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. One minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Janet's doing it, so's Fred, same with Omar, and Tim's been at it since February of last year. And guess what? They're all saving by doing so. That's because they're all using Drive Safe and Save from State Farm and saving 10% just by signing up, and then getting a 30% discount down the road. How about you? You ready to get at it and save? To start driving safe and saving in Iowa and Missouri, call me, Wes Ashelman, your Albia State Farm agent today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Discounts may vary. Not available in California, Massachusetts, or Rhode Island.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Peyton Schooley on top of the mound for Davis County as he is finishing up his warm-up tosses, getting set to take on Clarke. Game one of a doubleheader. Davis County looking to extend their 4-game winning streak in this twin bill. Schooley comes into this game with a record of 3-0. This is his 4th appearance on the mound, and he's pitched 14 2/3 innings. ERA of 4.77. We'll talk about why it's higher than usual in just a little bit. Over those 14 2/3 innings, he struck out 22 and he's walked 5. Opponents are batting just .219 versus the sophomore right-hander. So we are set as Taylor threw the ball to second base. Stepping to the plate is Joey Turpin, catcher for Clarke. John Tharp says play ball, and the first pitch of game one is outside, way outside for ball one. Pitch thrown at 4:59. Dave Mason, activities director, right on the dot. You should go to Vegas immediately. There's a strike to even the count at 1-1. Of course, he should be responsible if he heads out to Vegas. We should probably add that as well. There are kids watching. Joey Turpin, on a right-handed batter, looks at a breaking ball that stays upstairs to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Turpin's a sophomore, batting .385 coming into the ball game. And he lines one out to left field. That bounces in front of left fielder Johnson for a base hit. So a leadoff single by Turpin will start things off for Clarke. That brings up Bryce Geiza. Seems like we've seen Bryce forever, but he's only a sophomore. Looking to turn his batting around. He comes into the game batting .111, but he has an on-base percentage of .407. He squares the bunt early, pulls it back, takes ball one. The runner went on the play, and Turpin is out. Turpin was a dead duck. I think that was a missed sign, the way Turpin broke for second base. So Taylor nails Turpin, trying to steal second base. 1-0 the count now to Geiza. Squared the bunt on the first pitch. This time he does not, and he takes high for ball 2. So leadoff hit's erased on a caught stealing. Schooley delivers a 2-0 pitch, and that foul tip hits the mask of home plate umpire John Tharp. Looks like John's okay. Max Taylor, Davis County's catcher, does a courteous job to walk out the next ball to his pitcher Schooley to give Tharp a moment. Looks like he's okay, however. The count is 2-1 to Geiza. Geiza's walked 6 times this season. That leads the team. He's also been hit by a pitch 3 times. That's not even tops on his team. We'll tell you who leads the team in hit batters when he comes up. You won't believe the number. 2-1 to count to Geiza. Base is empty, 1 out, and the slider drops in for a strike to make it 2-2. Ryland Johnson's in left field for Davis County with Victor Milder in center. Josh Settles is in right field for the Mustangs. 2-2 pitch, and there's a pop-up, and Taylor gave it a look, but it's over the screen and out of play. Count remains 2-2. Noah Sizemore's at third base for Davis County. Dexter Scott is a shortstop. Hudson Humphrey is at second base. Hayden Bankson is the first baseman. There's a swing and a miss on a fastball, and Geiza strikes out. Base is empty, 2 away for Bentley Thomas. Thomas is a freshman batting .222. Doesn't have an extra base hit as of yet, but he has driven in 3. Look to get a 2-out rally started for Clarke. Right-handed batter, wide stance, ball 1 outside. Clarke 3-5 overall, 1-4 in the South Central Conference. That puts them in last place in the league. They've lost their last 3. 1-0 pitch is cut on and missed to make it 1-1. Their last game was on Monday. They lost to Centerville 13-1. The 1-1. A swing and a miss. Schooley a strike away from getting an unconventional 1-2-3 inning after allowing a leadoff hit. And a 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Thomas chased a high one, and that will do it for Clarke in the first. Heading to the bottom of the first, Davis County coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you wanting a fence built but not sure who to call? Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield has lots of experience and can provide references from many happy customers. He can do everything from barbed wire, woven, continuous, and custom welding. Call Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield for a free estimate. You can find his number on Facebook or call 641-208-6310. That's 641-208-6310. Check out the Hopkins Fencing Facebook page for lots of pictures of the quality fencing jobs that he has done.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Peyton Schooley, starting pitcher for Davis County, faced the minimum of 3 batters in the top of the first. Now on top of the mound for Clarke is Cole Jacobson. He's a sophomore. This is his 4th start of the season. He is 1-0. He's pitched 9 2/3 innings. ERA of 7.97. Over those 9 2/3 innings, he's struck out 5 and he's walked 14. So he's been very wild. So the Mustang plan might be to see if Jacobson can throw strikes. Davis County's been aggressive early in the count, especially during the Davis County Classic on Saturday. Patience might be more prudent here, but we'll see how the Mustangs deal with Jacobson, starting with Schooley. The sophomore checks in with a .364 average. Schooley has 3 doubles, a triple, 7 runs driven in, on base percentage of .447, doing just fine in the leadoff spot. Jacobson ready to deliver the first pitch at the bottom of the first to Schooley. He winds and comes home with the pitch, and there's a strike on the outside corner. Mustangs looking to extend their winning streak to 5 with a win here in Game 1. First of 2 from here in Bloomfield. Ball 1 down low. Game time temperature was 82 degrees under sunny skies. Folks got a bit of a break on Monday. 1-1 pitch has popped up high in the air in the infield, and it is the shortstop Geiza making the call and the catch for the first out. What I mean by that is that it started off sunny on Monday against Albia, then the clouds rolled in and things cooled down. Really became a pleasant night, and it turned out to be a fun night for the Mustangs, and they're come from behind 2-1 win in 8 innings. Josh Settles takes ball 1 outside. Settles batting .300. He has a double, and I had to do a double take when I was looking at his numbers. 1 run batted in, so he's been setting the table from the top of the order, but not many RBI opportunities. Ball 2 outside. Base is empty, 1 out, as Davis County looks to get something started here in the top of the first. Beg your pardon, bottom of the first. And there's a line drive out to right field, and that drops for a base hit. So Settles gets aboard with a 1-out single. And that brings up one of the hotter hitting Mustangs in Max Taylor. Max is batting .296 on the year, but he is 5 for his last 12. He has a pair of doubles, 4 RBI, on base percentage of .441. A good eye at the plate as he looks at that pitch low for ball 1. Taylor tied for the team lead and walks with 7. Settles taking an extra step off first. He goes. Pitch is taken for a strike, and Turpin, the catcher, dropped the ball, and Settles easily steals second base. Taylor can now open the scoring with a hit here, potentially. 1-1 to count to Davis County's catcher. There's a chopper to the left side, and at third, Thomas hesitates with a throw, throws the first for the out. The snap throw back to third is not in time, so Settles, with good base running, is able to take third base on the ground out by Taylor. 2 outs in the inning for the leading RBI man for Davis County, Noah Sizemore. Sizemore has 11 RBI through the first 9 games. He's batting .333 on the season. And he looks at strike 1. Sizemore leads the team in hits with 10, although he doesn't have an extra base hit. He's also had 4 multi-hit games, which leads the Mustangs as well. The 0-1. There's a chopper to the middle of the diamond, and it is Fry, make that the second baseman Kefis, that makes the play as he was scrambling to his right towards the second base bag, made a strong enough throw to Wade, the first baseman, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit, and a man left. We are through 1. Davis County and Clarke, no score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the second here in Game 1. No score between Davis County and Clarke, as Clarke will send up their 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Casey Wade, Clarke's first baseman, will be first up. Wade, one of the few seniors on the roster, leads the team in batting with .429, .625 on base percentage. Batting left-handed versus the right-hander Schooley, who comes home with the first pitch, and that's cut on and missed. Wade is the gentleman I told you earlier who leads the team in hit by pitches. He's been hit 8 times through Clarke's first 8 games of the season. That's abnormally high, and he swings and misses at a low one to make it 0-2. Trying to see if there's a reason why. Does he stand close to the plate? Does he dive over the plate? He does stand pretty close to the plate, leaning over as he swings and misses. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to Mr. Wade. He is out number 1. Now an 8th grader comes to the plate in the form of Grant Fry. Fry batting .190 this season. Right-handed batter. Takes a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Schooley's now struck out 3 in a row after allowing a single to start off the ball game. And there, that ball's lifted out to left field. Rylan Johnson tracking over towards the left field line, and he makes the catch for out number 2. None on and 2 out here in the top of the second. And Cole Jacobson will look to help his own cause. Starting pitcher for Clarke here in Game 1. Ball 1 upstairs. Jacobson, I guess is the theme, he's a sophomore as well. Batting .300 this year. A pair of doubles and a run driven in. Ball 2 down low. Schooley delivers a 2-0 pitch. That's lifted in the air, shallow left center field, and Milder is able to track it and make the catch, and Clarke goes down 1-2-3. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Clarke and Davis County are scoreless on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the second, 0-0 is our score. Both teams have one hit so far. Dexter Scott will lead things off for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the second. After being hitless the first few games, Scott has really turned the bat around. He's now batting .360, which is just second on the team behind Peyton Schooley's .364. He's driven in 6, and he leads the team in on-base percentage with .469. Ball one wide of the plate to the right-handed hitting Scott. Cole Jacobson was able to work around a one-out single to keep Davis County off the board back in the first inning. The 1-0. That's popped up. That is short right field, and that is Kepfis that hesitated, but then finally was able to lunge out with the left hand and make the catch. Scott pops out for the first out of the second. The batter is Hayden Bankson. The man they call Banksy, batting .174 this year. 5 runs driven in. And there's a strike. Say this about Bankson, however, he'll get the bat on the ball. Of all the regulars, he has the least strikeouts. He's only struck out twice through the first 9 games. That's high. Tells you he has a decent eye. Also tells you that he'll make contact when he's up there. He's also walked 6 times, second on the team. Ball 2 up high. Mustangs won 2 out of 3 against Clarke last season overall. They've won 4 of the last 5 against the Indians. Ball 3, everything missing high now for Jacobson, and Bankson, right on cue, is setting himself up to get on base. Should get a good pitch to here at 3-1. Instead, that is low, and it's a walk to Bankson. Bankson's aboard, and Victor Milder is the batter for Davis County. Milder batting .160. He has a double and 5 runs driven in. I gotta say though, even though he's batting just .160, Milder, you can tell, is oozing with potential as that's lifted out into the air to the left field, and Dudney makes the catch for the second out. I'll have to talk more about Milder when he comes up again, as one of the heroes from Davis County's walk-off win on Monday strides to the plate, Aiden Hale. Down to their last out, bottom of the 7th, down 1-0. Hale grounded a single into left field, which brought in the tying run. And of course, Davis County went on to win 2-1 in 8 innings. And Hale lifts that into shallow right field, and it's the second baseman again, Kepfis, who tracks back into the outfield grass to make the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left. We are through 2. Davis County and Clarke have no score on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Game one of our doubleheader is now in the top of the third. Davis County and Clarke are scoreless. Tate and Dudney will start things off for Clarke against Peyton Schooley, who winds and delivers, and it's a strike one swinging on Dudney. A lot of Clarke batters chasing the high ones. That was a high offering that Dudney couldn't lay off of. Ball one outside. Dudney is senior. And unless this is not an updated stat sheet that I have, this is his first at-bat of the season. There's a high chopper foul to the third base side. That makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Schooley struck out 3 so far. We haven't seen him on the mound since last Friday, game 2 against Centerville, where he went the distance, and Davis County's come from behind 7-6 win over the Big Reds. That's in the dirt to make it 2-2. In that game, Schooley struck out 9 and walked 2. It was the hits, however, that got to Schooley. He gave up 11 to Centerville back on Friday. There's a swing and a miss, and Dudney is strikeout victim number 4 of Schooley. But give Schooley credit. Stayed in the game, and Davis County was able to pick him up and score 3 runs in the top of the 7th to win 7-6. There's a breaking ball, a nasty one, that is waved at a miss by Ethan Danley. Danley, a junior, batting .067 this year. He's driven in 3. The 0-1. Curveball, bouncer, and that got past Sizemore. And rounding first and heading to second is Danley, and he is in there. That will be an error on Sizemore to the third baseman. And Danley is standing at second base with 1 out. Always tricky to figure out, should I go get the big hop or should I wait for sit back for the short hop? Sizemore decided the latter option, and that short hop ate him up near the third base bag. Jacob Kefis stares at strike 1 at the belt on the outside corner. The sophomore batting .417 this season. The 0-1. Cut on and missed, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Danley standing at second base for Clarke, representing the opening run of the ball game. And the 0-2 pitch. Fastball taken upstairs. Next pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Kefis goes down looking. Another strikeout for Schooley. And that brings up Joey Turpin. He led off the ball game with a single to left field. He wasn't on base long as he got caught trying to steal second base. First pitch swinging, and there's a roller to short, and Scott dropped it. Scott had it in his glove, but as he was approaching the second base bag, it dropped out of his glove. Turpin is safe at first with an error on Scott. That looked about as routine as it gets, but The innings extended to Bryce Geiza as Danley took third. Danley struck out swinging his first, Geiza struck out swinging his first time up. And the breaking ball is cut on and missed. Geiza took a mighty rip at that slider, but came up empty. Throw to first, and oof. Turpin was leaning towards second base and managed to scramble back to the bag before Bankson came down with the tag. That's a case where if Bankson were a left-hander, he probably would have been able to bring that glove down and tag. And another. That time, he's out. They threw over again, and that time, Turpin was picked off first base to end the inning. No runs, no hits, a pair of errors, and 1 man left on. We are still scoreless as we head to the bottom of the third on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Your best choice for groceries is Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. They're proud to offer Best Choice branded items. While you're there, check out the awesome selection in their meat department and make sure and find something for your sweet tooth in the bakery. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook to keep up with all their specials. Stop into Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. Located 1 block off the northeast corner of the Bloomfield Square.
Pierce Fence Company is Southeast Iowa's premier local fence company. With over 70 years of experience, their dedication to quality craftsmanship and customer service is in a class of its own.
Hi, I'm Jared at Pierce Fence Company. We've been building quality fences for decades, and we value helping others. It's important to us to serve our community and make a positive change. We specialize in residential, commercial, and industrial fence installs. Give us a call or check us out online to find out why we were built to make a difference.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the bottom of the third. Davis County and Clarke are scoreless here in Game 1 of our doubleheader. Game 2 will come up probably about a half hour after Game 1 reaches its conclusion. Davis County 7-2, 3-2 in South Central Conference play. Currently in 4th place in conference. Hudson Humphrey will start things off for the Mustangs. Hudson batting .120 this season. He has a pair of runs driven in. Jacobson's allowed a single and a walk through his first 2 innings. Otherwise, he's been pretty good. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Centerville leads the conference at 4-1. Knoxville and Sheraton are tied at second with 2-1 conference records. The 1-0, that's well inside. And then Davis County and Cardinal are tied for 4th place with a record of 3-2. EBF is 2-3. And then Clarke and Albia bring up the rear with 1-4 records. The 2-0. Hacking at it and fouling it off towards the softball stands. Two and 1 to count now to Humphrey. Looking to get something started here in the bottom of the third. Humphrey takes a high strike. Humphrey shaking his head on that call from John Tharp. And the count now is 2-2. Jacobson winds, delivers. That's in the dirt. Humphrey was able to hold off his swing, and now the count is full. Humphrey looking to get on base to start off the bottom of the third. Here comes the payoff pitch from Jacobson. Inside, ball 4, and a leadoff walk. So, first time Davis County is able to get a leadoff man on. We'll go back to the top of the order and Peyton Schooley. Never know what head coach Todd White has planned over at the third base coach's box. Humphrey has not attempted a stolen base as of yet, as he takes his lead from first. And Schooley stares at a pitch upstairs for ball one. Schooley popped out to short his first time up. That pitch misses inside to make it 2-0. We talked about Jacobson and his control issues. Coming into this game, pitched 9 2/3 innings. He's walked 14 this season. He was good through the first 2 innings, just 1 walk. Now a leadoff walk, has a man on first and nobody out, and the count 2-0 to Schooley with the runner going. Pitch is taken for a strike, and Hudson Humphrey is out. He was out by a good 2 feet. He did not get a good jump, and he is nailed trying to steal second base. Base is empty. Now the count 2-1 with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Schooley lines that out to left. That's going to find some grass for a base hit. So Schooley was able to get aboard. Hopefully that caught stealing of Humphrey doesn't come back to bite the Mustangs. Here's Settles, who lined a single into right his first time up. That caught stealing by Humphrey, that was the first time a Davis County base stealer has been caught this season. They were 25 of 25 coming into the ball game. That's low for ball one. Schooley's 3 of 3 from in the stolen base department, as he takes his lead from first. Adds a step. Does not go. There's a pop-up to the left side of the infield, and is the third baseman Thomas making the catch near the left field line. And that's the second out. That brings up Max Taylor. He grounded out the third his first time up. We're scoreless here in the bottom of the third. Schooley is the runner at first with 2 outs. Taylor takes that pitch low and inside for ball one. Jacobson comes set. Rocks and fires. Strike one. Nice fastball at the knees on the inside corner to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Jacobson really slowing things down now with the runner on base as he comes set. Next pitch, a low strike, and Taylor, judging by his body language, did not like that call, but it's 1-2. So now he'll have to battle. There's a chopper to the middle of the diamond, and the shortstop, Geiza, grabs it and then just puts his foot on second base to get the force out and end the inning. No runs, a walk, a hit, and 1 man left on. We are through 3. Davis County and Clarke are zip on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the fourth, we'll start with Bryce Geiza of Clarke. He was standing at the plate when his teammate Joey Turpin was picked off first to end the top of the third. Here in the top of the fourth, we are scoreless here in game one of our doubleheader, as Peyton Schooley has picked up his defense. There's been 2 errors behind Schooley so far through the first 3 innings, but still no runs from Clarke. Geiza working with a fresh count here to start off the fourth. Schooley's ready. And the first pitch to Geiza is a slider, missing down low for ball 1. And now the 1-0 pitch, that's high for ball 2. Elsewhere in South Central Conference play today, Cardinal is at Albia playing 2. Centerville is at Knoxville for a doubleheader, as that pitch is fouled back. And Sheraton is in Eddyville taking on EBF in a doubleheader. So, doubleheaders on the docket for everybody in the South Central Conference. 2 balls and 1 strike to Geiza, leading off the top of the fourth. Next pitch by Schooley is a slider, missing outside. 3 balls and a strike. Schooley has not walked a batter, and he struck out 5 so far. 3-1. There's a strike right down the middle. Now the count is full to Geiza. Righty versus righty matchup. Schooley's pitch is popped up foul and out of play to the first base side. Another payoff pitch to Geiza. That's high, and it's a leadoff walk to Bryce Geiza. So Clarke gets their leadoff man on for the second time in this ball game. And the batter is Bentley Thomas, as he looks at his wristband to try to interpret what his head coach Jeff Geiza what signs he flashed to him. Big lead for Geiza at first. Now he takes a step back. First pitch fastball is cut on and missed. Actually looked more like a changeup from Schooley. Regardless, the count is 0-1. Schooley's come set. Next delivery, a slide step by Schooley, and he threw that one outside to make it 1-1. Clarke, 3-5 this season, 1-4 in the South Central Conference. Tied for last in the conference. They've lost their last 3. Throw to first, and back safely is Geiza. Last season, Clarke won 11-23. They're a 3A school, so they lost 12-2 against Harlan to end their season. That's outside ball 2. A leadoff walk to Geiza, and Bryce once again takes his lead from first with the count now 2 balls and 1 strike to Thomas. There's a pop-up, middle of the diamond, and it is Sizemore who makes the catch, and Geiza was wandering a bit too far from first base. Surprised Sizemore didn't at least try to snap a throw to first, but Geiza's back safely. Thomas pops out to the third baseman for the first out. That brings up the equivalent of a pincushion, Casey Wade, man who's been hit 8 times so far this season. Throw back to first, and guys us back safely. Wade struck out swinging on 3 pitches, his first time up. Schooley's first pitch is taken upstairs. Top of the 4th. A runner at first with 1 out. Still no score between Davis County and Clarke. The 1-0. Took a little bit off of it and delivers a strike to the belt. 1-1 to count. And there's a swing and a miss. Clarke wearing, you don't see it a lot, but the classic pullover jerseys. Don't see a lot of pinstripes either. White jersey with the maroon pinstripes. Indians written in script across the chest. Throw the first again. As Geiza is wearing plenty of the baseball field on the front of his uniform. One and 2 to count to Wade. Next pitch by Schooley is hit high in the air, out to right field. Tracking it is Settles, and that gets out of his reach, and that goes towards the gap. Settles now throws it in to second, and is a double for Wade. And Clarke is in business here in the top of the 4th. Runners at second and third with just 1 out. The way Settles was kind of gliding over towards the right center gap, thought he had a beat on that one, but he couldn't catch that line drive. And now an RBI opportunity for Grant Fry. Davis County plays their infield back. Strike 1. Sizemore's in on the grass at third. Bankson, with no runners on base, is in on the grass as well at first, but the middle of the infield is back. The 0-1. A slider that's hit out to left, and that is trouble, and down and rolling to the wall. Geiza scores. Wade scores. Fry rounding second, headed to third. Throw to third, not in time. A 2-run triple for Fry. And Clarke strikes first here in the 4th, and they lead it 2-0. A walk, a pop out, then a double and a triple. And here comes head coach Todd White to talk to not only his starting pitcher Peyton Schooley, but the rest of his infield as well. Clarke looking to snap a 3-game losing streak here in game 1 of our doubleheader. Meeting is over as head coach Todd White heads back to the third base dugout. Now looking to help his own cause is Cole Jacobson, as Davis County now has their infield in with a runner at third and 1 out. Jacobson flew out to center his first time up. First pitch is delivered for strike 1. Drawn in infield. Looking to cut off that run at home if need be. A 1 pitch, a line drive, and that's a base hit into the left center field. 3-0 Clarke as Jacobson helps his own cause with an RBI single. Three straight hits by Clarke after just 1 through the first 3 innings. Courtesy runner coming into the ball game for Clarke, that is Luke Wade, who runs for the pitcher Jacobson. And now the batter is Tayton Dudney. He struck out swinging to lead off the third inning. Now he bats with the runner at first and 1 out here in the top of the fourth. 3 runs already in for Clarke. He squares the bunt, and he missed it, and it's strike 1. Head coach Jeff Geiza in the third base coach's box, relaying the signs to Dudney. He squares the bunt again, misses the bunt again, and now it's strike 2. Will head coach Jeff Geiza have the bunt on again with the count 0-2? Dudney swings away and swings and misses. So he strikes out. 2 outs in the inning, and here's Ethan Danley, who reached on an error his first time up. Wade dives back to first after a Schooley checks on him. Clarke leads at 3-0 here in the fourth. Schooley looking to get one last out to limit the damage. Ball 1 outside. Danley, a right-handed batter, close stance. And a 1-0 pitch is fouled back. I got a piece of Tharp, the home plate umpire, as well. That's twice now. He's been hitting the mask with a foul ball. He will take the time to dust off home plate. One and 1 to count to Danley. Big blow this inning was a 2-out, make it a 1-out, 2-run triple by Grant Fry. The 1-1. A bit low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch total starting to climb for Peyton Schooley. This will be pitch number 61 for the sophomore. That's low and outside. Snap throw to first, but Wade is back safely. 3 balls and 1 strike to Danley. Leadoff walk proved to be the start of trouble for Schooley in this inning, and there's another walk on that pitch low to Danley. That puts runners at first and second. And with 2 outs, Jacob Kefis will look for a big hit to extend the Clarke lead. Clarke had a big inning with 3 in. Kefis stared at strike 3 the first time up back in the 3rd inning. He fouls the first pitch back. Schooley peers into his catcher. Taylor now comes set. The kick and the 0-1. A swing and a miss. Schooley a strike away from putting an end to the top of the 4th. Oh, 0-2 to count to Kefis. He steps off. Windy day here at the Mustang Sports Complex, or windier than usual, as the 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. We'll talk about a little more about that when we come back. However, Clarke scores 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Clarke 3, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Three to nothing is our score. Clarke leading Davis County here in Game 1 of our doubleheader as we reach the bottom of the fourth. Cole Jacobson, who came in with an ERA approaching 8, has kept Davis County off the board. He's allowed 2 hits. He's walked a pair. Davis County's had a base runner in each of the first 3 innings, but they've been unable to scratch the scoreboard as of yet. Noah Sizemore will look to do something about it as he leads off the Davis County fourth. Sizemore grounded out to second his first time up. Jacobson gets a fist bump from his infield as they take their positions. Sophomore versus sophomore matchup. Righty versus righty matchup as well. And now we're ready for the first pitch from Jacobson. Ball went inside. Actually, I went all the way to the backstop. The 1-0. Strike on the outside corner to Sizemore. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That bounces to the plate to make it 1 ball, make that 2 balls and a strike. Mustangs 7-2 overall. Winners of the last 4, 3-2 in South Central Conference play. That pitch is low. 4 of the 7 wins have been come from behind victories. So you don't want to make that a habit, but the Mustangs have shown they can rally. And there's a grounder down the third base line, juggled by the third baseman Thomas. He throws, not in time. And a break for Davis County as Sizemore reaches on an error. Second straight inning, the Mustangs have gotten the leadoff man on. And here's Dexter Scott. Sizemore leads the team in stolen bases. He's 6 of 6. He takes off. He stumbled as he took off, and he decided to slam on the brakes and decided to go back to first. By the way, that was strike 1 to Scott. Jacobson now paying extra close attention to Sizemore, who takes an extra step. And that pitch is in the dirt to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Will Sizemore take off again with the count 1-1? Throw back to first, and Sizemore dives back to the bag. Scott popped out to second his first time up to lead off the second inning. The bottom of the second, I should say. And that pitch almost got the feet of Scott. He had to lift up his right foot to avoid getting hit. 2 balls and 1 strike. This is an action pitch. 2-1. Typically is a hit and run count. Keep an eye on Sizemore. He does not go, and that pitch hit the back of Scott. So Scott gets on the hard way, but the Mustangs have 2 on and nobody out. Hayden Bankson started off the game-tying rally back on Monday, if you remember, he got hit by a pitch. He actually tried to drop to the ground, and he still got hit in the back. But now 2 on and nobody out. Big hole on the right side of the infield. That's low. That gets out of the reach of Turpin, bouncing towards the third base side, and the runners advance to second and third on the wild pitch. So now Bankson can make it a 1-run ball game with a hit here. Long pause by Jacobson. The 1-0. Inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Clarke is playing their infield back, willing to concede, and out for a run. 2 balls and no strikes to Bankson. And the pitch. High and outside, 3-0. So this is where that wildness I was talking about with Jacobson might be coming into play. He's walked 2. He's now hit a batter. The 3-0 coming to Bankson. Ball 4 down low, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. And timeout called by Jeff Geiza, who wants to come out and talk to his sophomore right-hander. So the batter is Victor Milder. He popped out the second his first time up. I have Jacobson currently at 49 pitches, so manageable pitch count. He's been relatively good through the first 3 innings, but he's in a heap of trouble here in inning number 4. Clarke leads at 3-0 as they look to snap a 3-game losing streak. Davis County is looking to extend their 4-game winning streak. A win over Centerville in the final game of the doubleheader on Friday. Then they beat Van Buren County 14-0 in game 1 of the Davis County Varsity Classic, 9-5 to win the championship to wrap up Saturday. And then that come from behind 2-1 victory over Albia on Monday. Now we're ready as Victor Milder is in a big spot. Bankson just walked on 4 pitches. We'll see if Milder decides to be aggressive or decides to take a pitch. Jacobson's working from the windup. And the first pitch is taken on the inside corner for strike 1. So Milder was taking. Clarke infield looking to turn 2. The 0-1. That slider is taken for a strike. Milder looking for a fastball. Instead got a breaking ball that was a hanger, but Milder wasn't looking for it. Now he's down 0-2. Jacobson has not struck out a batter yet. He could use one here if you're a Clarke fan. That's popped up on the infield, and in foul territory it is Turpin, the catcher, who couldn't make the catch. Turpin dove for it near the third base dugout, but couldn't come up with it. I thought the ball hit him in the face as well. Yeah, he's kind of shaking his head, but looks like he's okay. Talk about adding insult to injury. Count remains 0-2 to Milder with the bases loaded and nobody out. Davis County trailing 3-0. Jacobson winds, deals. That's fouled back, and Milder stays alive. He just got the tiniest of pieces. But he'll see at least one more pitch. Sizemore's at third. Scott is at second. Bankson leads off from first for Davis County. Another 0-2. Another pop-up. Foul territory, third base side. Thomas has room, and he makes the catch near the fence for the first out. So 1 out. Bases remain loaded for Aiden Hale, who popped out to second base his first time up. If he does that here, the infield fly will most definitely be in effect. Hale got hit by the pitch, but did he swing? Or did it hit the ball? The ump has both hands up, and Hale, or timeout called. They might say Hale swung. They might call that a swing because the bat came around after Hale got hit by the pitch. So I think they might call that a swing. We'll see. Nope, they say it is not a swing. So Hale gets an RBI after getting hit by a pitch. Davis County scores their first run of the game to make it 3-1, and the bases remain loaded for Hudson Humphrey. So Hale with another big RBI, probably not how he envisioned. I gotta be honest with you, that looked like a swing to me, but I am not an umpire down in the field as Fenn Skaggs comes in to replace Hale, who was smarting pretty badly after getting hit by the pitch. But he got the job done. Davis County gets their first run without the benefit of a hit. We've had an error, a hit batter, a walk, and another hit batter in this inning. Humphrey walked his first time up. Bases loaded, 1 out. 1 run in for the Mustangs, who now trail by 2. Jacobson's delivery is a line drive out to center, and it hangs up just enough for Fry to make the catch. And here comes the throw home. The relay throw, not in time. No, they say he's out. Oh, they say Scott is out. I thought the throw was not in time, but the out is the call, and the inning is over. So Davis County has to settle for 1. After 4, it's Clarke 3, Davis County 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Clarke leads Davis County 3-1. Top of inning number 5 here in game 1. Davis County had to settle for the 1 run after the inning ended on a double play. A line drive to center, and then Dexter Scott got tagged out at home, trying to tag up from third base. Top of the order for Clarke, as Joey Turpin bats for the 3rd time. He led off the game with a single in the 1st, then reached on an error back in the 3rd. He was picked off to end that 3rd inning, so he's had a fun adventure on the bases. He's also been caught stealing, and he pops up the first pitch foul to the left field side, and that gets out of play for strike 1. So Turpin's made 2 outs on the bases for Clarke. But the Indians still lead at 3-1. Schooley looking for a settle down inning. The 0-1. Strike on the outside corner. Schooley struck out 7 so far in this ball game. He has Turpin in the hole 0-2. The pitch. He tomahawks that out to the left center gap, and that drops for a base hit. Milder scoops it up, gets it back in, but it's a leadoff double for Turpin. So more trouble for Schooley, as now Bryce Geiza is the batter. Geiza walked to lead off the fourth, and he scored the opening run for Clarke. He was the front part of a 2-run double by Grant Fry. Now with a runner at second and nobody out, Geiza scores the bunt, pulls it back, and takes strike one. Bankson at third was crashing in for Davis County. The 0-1. That's fouled off at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Turpin was in the hole 0-2 to start off the inning. He hit an 0-2 mistake out into the left center gap for a double. He stands at second, throw to second, and out is the call. Turpin is picked off for the second time in this ball game, this time from second base. Every time he's been on base, he's either been picked off, or caught stealing. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. 0-2 to count to Geiza. Will this be some momentum the Mustangs need? Schooley from the windup delivers that pitch high to make it 1-2. Schooley's next offering. That's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Clarke has out-hit Davis County 4-2 in this ball game. And there's a high fly ball out to shallow left center field, and Scott, the shortstop, was able to track it out into the outfield grass to make the catch. 2 on, nobody out, and the batter is Bentley Thomas. Thomas is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop-out. First pitch fastball taken on the outside corner for strike 1. 3-1 Clarke, top of the 5th. Bases empty, 2 outs. The 1-strike pitch is a slider that drops over the outside corner for strike 2. Thomas, I don't think was a fan of either strike call from home plate umpire John Tharp. Wide stance for the right-hander as he awaits the 0-2 pitch from Schooley. He got hit by the pitch, or did he swing? Or what happened? So I'm a little confused. Tharp says he's out. Davis County is heading to the third base dugout. Thomas is bleeding from the face, and Thomas is not very happy either way. I don't even know what you call that. Was that a strikeout, I guess, with the count 0-2? Head coach Jeff Geiza having a relatively calm conversation with both Joe Pilcher and John Tharp. Conversation continues as Tharp is explaining to, I did see blood coming from the mouth of Thomas. So, now Jeff Geiza is getting a bit more animated. I heard him say it doesn't matter. And I guess that ends the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. It's Clarke 3, Davis County 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
So the umpires talked for a little bit, and they ultimately decided that that was a foul ball off the bat of Thomas. So instead of the third out, Thomas still has the count now at 0-2. He has a paper towel hanging out of his nose as he comes to the plate. I don't think you're allowed to do that. But then again, I have no idea. So the count is 0-2. We're still in the top of the fifth. 3-1, Clarke leads it. The bases are empty. 2 outs. Schooley's 0-2 offering is swung on and missed, and now the inning has come to an end, and Thomas, in a wonderful display of sportsmanship, flings his back towards the first base dugout. No runs, a hit, nobody left. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth now. Truly, Clarke leading at 3-1 on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
3-1, Clarke leads it after that bit of drama that ended the top of the fifth. We're now in the bottom of the fifth. Davis County trailing by 2. They'll have the top of the order against Cole Jacobson, who you could probably say tiptoed past the graveyard, had bases loaded, nobody out, and only gave up 1 run due to hitting a batter with the bases loaded. That was Aiden Hale who got the RBI. Inning ended with a line out to center and then a double play as Scott was thrown out at home. So we start off the bottom of the fifth with Peyton Schooley. He's 1 for 2, popped out in the first, singled back in the third. That's high for ball 1. So the wildness of Jacobson has definitely come into play in this ball game. 3 walks, 2 hit batters. That's high and inside, and it's 2-0. It also makes you wonder how desperate Clarke is to snap their 3-game losing streak as Jacobson delivers high for ball 3. I say that because how long of a line will Jeff Geiza give Jacobson before he decides to pull him as we're entering the late innings. That's low for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Schooley. So that wildness gives Davis County their leadoff base runner for the 3rd straight inning, and Josh Settles now will bat with a runner at first. He singled in the 1st inning, stole a base, ended up stranded at 3rd. He also popped out to the 3rd baseman. First pitch, and there's a grounder to the right side, and Kefis, the second baseman, is able to shovel it over to Settles to retire Josh for the 1st out. Schooley advances to 2nd. So ground out. Max Taylor is looking for his first hit of the ball game. A ground out and a fielder's choice in his 2 at-bats previously. Ball 1 down low. Settle surprised a lot of us by swinging at that first pitch, especially after a 4-pitch walk in front of him. Taylor with the count now 1-0 and a runner at 2nd. Now a throw to 2nd, but Schooley is back to the bag. Davis County 7-2, as I said, 3-2 in the South Central Conference. Their 4-game winning streak's the longest streak they've had since the year 2022. And there's a pop-up, first base side, and that gets over the fence and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Taylor. That 2022 team started off the season 5-0. They ended up losing in the sub-state final in a bid to try to go to state for back-to-back years. 1-1 to count to Taylor with a runner at 2nd. The pitch. That stays high. Tharp not giving away the high strike there. 2-1 to count to Taylor. Jacobson comes set as he peers over to 2nd. Now comes home with the next pitch. That's high. And they say that hit Taylor. So another hit batter. Taylor is aboard. Grant Husted comes in to run for Taylor. Runners now at 1st and 2nd, so the tying runs are on base for Noah Sizemore. He grounded out and also reached on an error. He scored the only run for Davis County so far here in game 1. Ball 1 inside. A walk, a ground out, and a hit batter has set the table for Davis County's leading RBI man. The 1-0. That's well too high. And the count is 2 balls and no strikes. Can the Mustangs rally again? They were down 3-0. They now trail 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Jacobson throws to first. Settles had a pretty modest lead at first, so he's back standing. The 2-0. Another high one. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. Dexter Scott waits on deck. Jacobson's now hit 3 batters in this ball game. 3-0 count. Taken all the way, and a strike on the outside corner. Outfield playing straight away. And the 3-1 pitch is well upstairs, and a walk to Sizemore. Here comes head coach Jeff Geiza, and we may have had our answer as to whether or not this might spell the end for Jacobson. So the bases are now loaded with 1 out as Clarke's head coach makes a slow trot out to the mound. And we will see another pitcher come in for the Indians as Jacobson's day on the mound is done. We will take a break and tell you about the new Clarke pitcher after this. Davis County has the bases loaded with 1 out. They trail 3-1 to Clarke on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today. Are you wanting a fence built but not sure who to call? Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield has lots of experience and can provide references from many happy customers. He can do everything from barbed wire, woven, continuous, and custom welding. Call Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield for a free estimate. You can find his number on Facebook or call 641-208-6310. That's 641-208-6310. Check out the Hopkins Fencing Facebook page for lots of pictures of the quality fencing jobs that he has done. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Head coach Jeff Geiza of Clarke. Looks like he's going all in, going with his best pitcher, Bryce Geiza. This is his 5th appearance. He has a 1-1 record. He has not allowed a run in 3 1/3 innings. He struck out 5 and has not walked a batter. Good man to have on the mound with the bases loaded. 1 out. Here's Dexter Scott. Swings at the first pitch. Line out to left field. It's caught by Dudney. Tagging from third and scoring is Schooley. The throw to third is past the bag. It goes out of play, and so the runner from third can score. That ties the game at 3. So a sacrifice fly by Dexter Scott that scored Schooley. As they tried to get Husted at third, the throw went into the dugout, out of play, which allowed Husted to come and score. Sizemore is now at second base, and the batter is Hayden Bankson, who can give Davis County the lead. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Breaking ball. Oof. Guys, I was wondering where that one missed. And Turpin says, yeah, that was high. It was high. 1 ball, 1 strike. At least that's what Tharp said behind the plate. A throw to second, safe, as Sizemore was just able to get in ahead of the tag. Davis County once again rallying. Now have tied it at 3. Bankson can give them the lead with a hit here and a runner at second. The pitch. There's a soft fly ball, shallow center field, but that's going to carry out to Fry, who makes the catch to end the inning. But the Mustangs do score 2 runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left on. Actually, 1 error and a man left on. Davis County and Clarke are tied at 3 at the end of 5 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there is only one place to go, R&K Body Pros. They pride themselves on being a local business who puts their customers first. Not only do they do quality work, they do estimates, insurance jobs, and will work with clients on deductibles. If you are in an accident, see R&K Body Pros to get your car back to normal. They work with all insurances, making sure you're happy with your outcome. Excellence is what you can expect when you work with R&K Body Pros at 315 East 2nd Street in downtown Ottumwa.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Getting late here in game one. Davis County and Clarke are tied at 2 here in the top of the 6th. Wade, Fry, Jacobson due up. 4-5-6 for the Indians. Schooley back on top of the bump. First pitch swinging is Wade. He lifts it high and foul to the right field side and out of play for strike 1. Well ahead of that first pitch, breaking ball. Wade doubled and scored his last time up back in the 4th inning. Breaking ball, and that hit the first base coach in foul territory. Is he okay? He was able to turn, and it hit him in the back. Either the head or the back, one of the two. Wade is not a small man either. He sent that line drive, looked like it was a beeline. The count is 0-2 to Wade. Schooley delivers. Got him swinging. Wade chased a high one, and he's the first out of the top of the 6th. Base is empty. 1 out for Grant Fry. He broke the scoreless tie with a 2-run triple back in the 4th inning. Now he'll look to get a rally started for Clarke with the game tied at 3 here in the 6th. And timeout called by, was it by Taylor or by Fry at the plate? I think it was called by Fry, the batter. Now Schooley is ready. Strike 1 swinging. Schooley now has struck out 9 in this ball game after punching Wade out. The 0-1. That slider misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis County and Clarke tied at 3 here in the top of the 6th. The 1-1. Fastball missing outside. Schooley threw 103 pitches in Davis County's win over Centerville last Friday, and there's a wave and a miss. As he guessed wrong, he was well ahead of that breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch by Schooley. Breaking ball misses inside, and the count is full. Base is empty. 1 out. Schooley looking to retire Fry. The payoff pitch low for ball 4. So the go-ahead run is on for Cole Jacobson, who had an RBI single his last time up to, at the time, make it 3-0 Clarke in the top of the 4th. Davis County answered with a run in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. Strike 1. Fry has 3 stolen bases as he takes his lead from first base. That's high for ball 1. This will be pitch number 89 for Schooley. He rocks and fires. There's a high fly ball. That coming in as Johnson slides, can't make the catch. It scoots past him. Rounding second and stopping there was Fry, as Fry had to wait to see if Johnson was going to catch it, so he only is able to advance to second. But Clarke has runners at first and second with one out for Taden Dudney. Dudney, well, actually, before we see Dudney bat, head coach Todd White calls timeout. As I said, now 89 pitches for Schooley. Will that spell the end for the sophomore? I'm sure head coach Todd White will ask him how he's feeling, and he immediately takes the ball from Schooley. So we will see another Mustang arm come into the ball game. So Schooley's Game 1 start has come to an end. 3-3 is our score. We'll tell you about the new Mustang pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back here at the Mustang Sports Complex, the new pitcher is Dexter Scott. And it's just a straight switch between he and the starting pitcher Schooley, as Peyton Schooley is the new shortstop. Fourth appearance by Scott. He has an 0-1 record. He's pitched 5 2/3 innings. He's allowed 5 runs in those 5 2/3. The batter is Taden Dudney. He swings and misses for strike 1. Last time Dudney was up, he tried to lay a bunt down on the first 2 pitches, missed the bunt, and then struck out swinging. Runners at first and second for Clarke here in the top of the 6th. 1 out. We're tied at 3. Any 0-1 delivery is taken low to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Another tight, tense game here at the Mustang Sports Complex to start off our doubleheader. Pause by Scott. He squares the bunt. He pulls it back, and the runner is going from third. He is out. Fry gets caught stealing at third base, and that's the second out of the inning. Danley was squaring the bunt. He pulled it back and that was a ball. And I don't know if Fry was running to make Danley make sure he got the bunt down, or if he was trying to straight steal, as there's a throw to first to check on Jacobson, who's back safely. But caught stealing, that is now the 4th out on the bases for Clarke in this ball game. That is way too many for any team that wants to win a ball game. That's low, that scoots past Taylor to the backstop, and on the wild pitch, Jacobson gets in the scoring position. He's at second base. 3 balls and 1 strike to Dudney, who peers at his wristband as he looks over the signs from his head coach, Jeff Geiza, at third base. Scott with a deep breath. The pitch, high for ball 4. So Dudney walks. And that brings up Ethan Danley. Danley reached on an error in the third. He walked in the fourth. 2 outs in the inning. Scott looking to get out of this 6th inning and keep this game tied at 3. Danley swings at the first pitch and grounds it deep in the hole into left field for a base hit. Rounding third and coming in to score is Jacobson, and Clarke takes the lead. It is now 4-3. So Danley ambushes Scott on the first pitch, and Clarke reclaims the lead here in the 6th. Schooley tried the slide and keep it in the infield, but he couldn't get a glove on it. And that ground ball with eyes has Clarke up by 1. Here's Jacob Kepfus. That breaking ball stayed high for ball 1. That walk to Dutney, though, probably the key sequence of the last 2 batters. There's a foul back. Looked like that got a piece of John Tharp again behind home plate. Strike 1. Mustangs find themselves down by 1. Can Scott keep it there? 1-1 to count to Kepfus. And Scott steps off. Scott back, and now looking in, nods his head to his catcher Taylor. And the 1-1 delivery is cut on and missed. Scott a strike away from ending the top of the 6th. Kepfus awaits the 1-2 pitch. That's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You don't want to get this count to 3-2 because then the runners will be off with the pitch with 2 outs. You want to take care of Kepfus here if you're Scott. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses a bit outside. Scott wanted that call. He did not get it from home plate umpire John Tharp. And now Dudney will get a running start from second. Danley will take off from first on this payoff pitch. There go the runners, and it's inside for ball 4. That loads the bases, and we'll go back to the top of the order. And Joey Turbin, he's enjoyed a multi-hit game, a single and a double. He's also had an adventure on the bases. He's been picked off twice. He's also been caught stealing. He can give Clarke a more comfortable cushion with a hit here. Bases full of Indians with 2 outs. First pitch, breaking ball, drops in for strike 1. Scott looking to pitch himself into and out of trouble. The 0-1. That bounces to the plate. Good block by Taylor, who just reached out with his glove hand and didn't catch it cleanly as it hit the ground, but he was able to block it and keep it in front of him. And the count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. Scott working from the windup. The pitch. Breaking ball that's hit in the air out to left field, and that stays up for the left fielder Johnson, who makes the catch as the line out ends the inning. But Clarke does score a run on 2 hits. No errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Davis County trails once again. This time they're down 4-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein Soybeans and local Davis Seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County down 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Bryce Geiza getting set to start his first full inning of work. He came in and allowed a sacrifice fly, which turned into an error as well. And that sequence tied the game at 3 for Davis County, but he was able to keep the Mustangs from inflicting any further damage. So now he has a 4-3 lead, and he's the pitcher now of record on the good side. And he'll face the bottom third of the order, starting with Victor Milder, who's 0-for-2 with a pair of pop-ups. Milder looks at ball 1 outside. Geiza, 3 in the 3rd innings pitch, has not walked a batter as of yet. Ball 2 inside. Geiza slumping his shoulders. Didn't like the non-call from home plate umpire John Tharp. The 2-0. There's a strike. Milder, Hale, Humphrey due up for Davis County here in the 6th. A swing and a miss by Milder to make it 2-2. Milder batting left-handed versus the right-hander Geiza, who's ready, winds, and deals. That bounces to make it 3-2. Milder just looking to represent Davis County as a tying run by getting on base. And the pitch. Strike 3 called, and Milder stares at strike 3, and he is the first out. Aiden Hale has an RBI in this game without the benefit of a run. He got hit by a pitch with the bases loaded back in the 4th inning. First time facing Geiza. Strike 1 outside corner. Geiza works very quickly. He's already set the 0-1. That misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got to step out and try to break his rhythm as fast as he works. And the 1-1 pitch, high and inside, 2-1. Be interesting what happened if Hale reaches base, because he's already been lifted for a pinch runner once. If they do it again, Hale will have to exit the ball game. He can't re-enter. 3-0, and head coach Todd White might have to come to that decision here soon. Geiza wanted a new baseball. I can't imagine Hale will take the bat off his shoulder with the count 3-0. He does not. Oh no, he did swing away. And that's a high fly ball out to left, and making the lunging catch as he was retreating back was Dudney for the first out. Banked at the second out, beg your pardon. Two outs, nobody on, bottom of the 6th. Clarke 4, Davis County 3 is our score, and the batter is Hudson Humphrey. Strike 1. Humphrey walked in the 3rd and then lined into a double play back in the 4th inning. Guys are telling his center fielder Fry to shade more towards right field. Breaking ball misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Humphrey looking to keep this inning alive for the top of the order. Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. seen a fastball, and we've seen a slider from Geyser so far. And a pitch. That misses outside. And it counts 3 balls and 1 strike. Peyton Schooley waits on deck if Humphrey reaches. The 3-1. Strike. No, ball 4. Never mind. I thought I saw Tharp's right hand come up, but no, he was saying it was outside with his right hand. So Humphrey draws a 2-out walk. And that brings up Peyton Schooley. He's come up with some big hits this season so far. He's 1 for 3. Beg your pardon, 1 for 2 with a walk. Guys are now pitching from the stretch. He deals, and the fastball catches the inside corner for strike 1. Schooley jackknife out of the way, but John Tharp raised his right hand. Short lead by Humphrey at first base. Slider misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a 1-1 pitch, low and inside, 2-1. Schooley now with the count in his favor, 2-1. The pitch, line drive, base hit left field. Humphrey stops at second. The throw got loose in the infield, but Humphrey stays put at second base. Second hit of the ball game for Schooley, and that sets up Josh Settles, who can tie the game with a base hit here. Runners at first and second, 2 out. That pitch is in the dirt. Settles is 1 for 3. A single, a pop out, and a ground out. He also stole a base. The 1-0. Fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Guys are looking to snuff out this Davis County rally and keep Clarke in front 4-3 here in the 6th. Throw to second, and Humphrey was leaning towards third, but the throw into second was high, and Humphrey was able to get in ahead of the tag of Kefis, the shortstop. Humphrey was dead to rights, but that throw was high. Now the pitch, outside, 2-1. Now the count is in Settle's favor, 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. There's a ground ball, base hit right field. Humphrey's getting waved around. Here comes the throw by Danley. The throw at home is up the line and not in time. Throw to third. Safe as a call. And we are tied again. Josh Settles with an RBI single. Just his 2nd RBI of the season, but a fine time for it. We begin anew. 4-4 is our score, and now Max Taylor can put Davis County ahead. First he'll have to get the bat from Settles. Taylor in this ball game is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. That's high for ball 1. Go-ahead run is at third base with 2 outs. Settles, who tied the game with a single, leads off from first. The 1-0. That's popped up. That might be trouble down the right field line, and it is a basket catch made by Danley near the line, and that will end the inning. Davis County does tie the game with a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go to the top of the 7th. We are tied at 4 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Seventh inning rolls in here in game one of our doubleheader. Davis County and Clarke tied at 4. Scott, current pitcher of record for Davis County, is on the mound. That fourth run allowed by Davis County in the top of the sixth, that was charged to Peyton Schooley. We'll give you Schooley's final line after his first pitch to Bryce Geiza to lead off the Clarke seventh. Strike one. Schooley went 5 1/3, allowed 4 runs, all of them earned on 6 hits. He walked 3 and struck out 9. The 0-1. That's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Geiza 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Hit high in the air but foul to the left side and out of play. One ball and 2 strikes to Geiza. Scott has walked 2 batters since he's appeared in the ball game, has not struck out anyone, and that is low for ball 2. Scott working from the windup on the first base side of the rubber, and that pitch is high and outside to make it 3-2. Walks have been problematic for Davis County. They walked 3 back in the 6th inning, which led to a Clarke run. And a 3-2 pitch. A swing and a miss that bounced to Taylor to the plate, so the throw to first will take care of Geiza, and a big first out after Geiza strikes out. So now that'll bring up Bentley Thomas, who was part of a controversial play back in the end of the 5th inning. He swung at a pitch, and he was originally called out due to a strikeout, but he insisted, as well as most of the Clarke folks, that he fouled the pitch off his face, which, as evidenced by his bloodied face, he did. They eventually changed the call, and he eventually struck out. 2 strikeouts and a pop out for Thomas. And he looks at strike 1 to make the count 1-1. Thomas, a freshman, batting right-handed versus the right-hander Scott. And a pitch. That's chopped foul back to the first base side. And Scott has Bentley Thomas in a hole at 1-2. And a pitch by Scott. That's outside. Scott didn't chase the slider. Base is empty, 1 out. The 2-2. That's outside, and the count again is full. He ran the count full to Geiza, ended up striking him out. What will he do with Thomas here? The payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. So Thomas is aboard with a go-ahead run. That brings up Casey Wade. He has a double and a run scored, sandwiched in between a pair of strikeouts. He swings and misses the first one. The last time Wade was up in the 6th, he hit his first base coach in the back of the head with a line drive in foul territory. Don't know if that psyched him out or not, but he ended up striking out in that at-bat. And there's a swing and a miss. He's down 0-2. A runner at first with 1 out, top of the 7th, as Clarke looks to push ahead the go-ahead run and break this 4-4 tie. The 0-2. He golfed that one foul to the third base side. We'll do it again at 0-2 as Thomas takes his lead from first. And the throw back. Thomas is back standing. Clarke has seen 2 of their base runners caught stealing, and 2 of them picked off as well. Thomas now takes a couple of steps back to first. The 0-2 to Wade. That's hit high in the air out to right field, but Settles is there. He makes the catch for the second out. Settles initially went back, but then was able to come in. That's what they teach you in the outfield. Take your first step back, which is what he did, and there's plenty of time for him to get under that fly ball and make the play. Grant Fry, who was 1 for 2 with a 2-run triple, a walk and a run scored. Thomas is still at first base, now 2 outs. Scott looking to get 1 more out, and he's just like, come on, man. Fry taking a sweet time, getting dug in. And the first, actually no first pitch, is that there'll be a check by Scott over the first, but back safely is Thomas. That reminds me of Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson will throw one in your ribs if you spent that much time digging in, if he was on the mound. St. Louis Cardinal grade, of course. Different world we live in, as that first pitch is fouled off to the left side, the right side, I should say, off the netting for strike 1. Probably should emphasize I'm not advocating anybody hitting anybody. I'm just saying what would have happened if Bob Gibson were on the mound. 2 totally different scenarios, trust me. 0-1 to count to Grant Fry. Scott kicks and deals. Beautiful breaking ball, and Fry nods his head as if to say, yeah, nice pitch, nice pitch. 0-2 to count now to Fry. Can Scott put Fry away and set up the Mustangs to potentially walk it off in the bottom of the 7th? Runner goes, and there's a swing and a miss, and what is the call? The throw went into center field, but Tharp, did he swing or not? Timeout called. Tharp did not make a call behind the plate. It looked like Fry swung, and now they make the call. It's a swing and a miss by Fry, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left. Davis County has a chance to walk it off as we head to the bottom of the 7th. We're tied at 4 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Allison Engel with First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield. As another growing season gets underway, First Iowa State Bank is here to help area farmers tackle their 2026 ag needs with local decisions, personal service, and financing built around your operation. Whether you're planning for crop inputs, equipment, livestock, land, or operating expenses, our experienced ag lending team understands agriculture because we live it every day right here in Southeast Iowa. Stop in and talk with our ag lending team at First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County with a chance to walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th of Game 1. They are tied at 4 with Clarke. Noah Sizemore will lead things off for the Mustangs against Bryce Geiza. He's been the pitcher of record for Clarke since the 5th inning. Had to dance around some trouble after allowing a game-tying single to Josh Settles, but he left 2 runners stranded. Sizemore is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And the first pitch is fouled straight back. Geiza winds and delivers. And that breaking ball is cut on and missed by Sizemore, and he's in the hole 0-2. Sizemore was well ahead of that slider. Now the pitch. Another slider, and Sizemore reaches up and tomahawks that shallow center field, but racing in to make the catch is Fry for the first out. That breaking ball is up by his eyes, and Sizemore flies out to center. So now Dexter Scott. He drove in Davis County's first run with the sacrifice fly, and he looks at strike 1. Scott's also been hit by a pitch in this ball game. Fouls it off above the first base dugout, out of play for strike 2. Hayden Bankson waiting on deck for Davis County. Scott looks at that pitch, bounce to the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a 1-2. That's high. That slider had no chance of making the strike zone to make the count 2-2. Now the pitch. A line drive to left center, and that falls for a base hit. So Scott is able to get aboard. 1 out for Hayden Bankson. Let's keep an eye on Scott as well, as he is a stolen base threat, 4 of 4 in the category this season. Head coach Todd White might feel like he's playing with house money. Scott does not go, and that pitch is low and outside for ball 1. I would be surprised if Scott doesn't take off in this sequence. Throw to first, and that ball got away from Wade, but not far enough for Scott to advance. Scott was wheeling his arms around because he wanted his coach Todd White to go through the signs again, and as he was looking in, guys had tried to pick him off. There's a pop-up on the infield. Kefas, the shortstop, squeezes it for out number 2. So now the batter is Victor Milder. He is 0 for 3 in this ball game. He looked at strike 3 from Bryce Geiza his first time up, so this is his second time facing the right-hander. Runner goes. Pitch is taken for a ball. The throw to second is late. And Scott is at second base with a potential game-winning run. 1 ball, no strikes to Milder, who has a chance to win the game with a base hit. It'll be his first game-winning hit actually his second game-winning hit of the season after Saturday's game-winning hit against Fairfield on Saturday. And now an intentional walk for Milder, as head coach Jeff Geiser just wants to set up the double play, or set up a force play at any base. And now Aiden Hale has a chance to be a hero. Runners at first and second, although the main runner we're looking at is Scott at second base. First pitch, low, ball 1. Hale was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, so he has an RBI. He also has a pop out and a fly out. And the throw to second, I should say, is not in time, as guys have tried to wheel around and pick off Scott. One ball, no strikes to Hale. The pitch. There's a chopper to the left side, and that's scooped up by Thomas, the third baseman. The throw to first is in time, and we are going to extra innings. Davis County leaves 2, and we'll head to the 8th, as Davis County will play extra innings for the second straight game, tied at 4 with Clarke on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited-time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Extra innings for the second straight game for Davis County, as they are tied 4-4 with Clarke. Davis County won 2-1 2 nights ago in 8 innings against Albia. Dexter Scott will face 6, 7, and 8 from Clarke. And first is Cole Jacobson. He flew out in the second inning, and then a run-scoring single in the fourth, and another single and a run scored in the sixth. This is the first time he's faced Scott, however. Scott struck out a pair of batters in the last inning, and he delivers strike 1 to Jacobson. The 0-1. And that slider stays down low to make it 1-1. Lights coming on here at the Mustang Sports Complex as we pass the 7 o'clock hour. High pop up to the third base side. Sizemore gives it a look, but it goes over the fence out of play for strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. That's chopped foul at the plate. And Jacobson stays alive. Scott comes home with another 1-2 pitch. High. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Clarke took a 3-0 lead in the 4th inning. Davis County tied it with a run in the 4th and 2 in the 5th as that bouncer to the plate makes it a full count. Clarke scored a run in the top of the 6th. Davis County answered with a run in the bottom of the 6th. Now here in the 8th inning, Jacobson's looking to get aboard to lead off the 8th. Payoff pitch coming from Scott. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. Jacobson thought he had a walk. Instead, he will walk back to the first base dugout. Tayton Dudney now is the batter. Dudney with a walk and a pair of strikeouts. First pitch slider is missing high for ball 1. The 1-0. And that hits the inside corner for strike 1. And Dudney shaking his head saying, yeah, that wasn't a strike. But it's not his word that matters. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss by Dudney. 1-2. Scott looking to strike out Dudney and keep the bases empty. And the pitch. That's a fastball high. And the count now is 2-2. Scott waiting for Dudney to get back in the box. He delivers. Check swing at a ball in the dirt. No swing, says field umpire Joe Pilcher. And another full count. This time to Tayton Dudney. Scott fires high for ball 4. And the go-ahead run is on for Clarke. This is the spot of the lineup that gave Scott trouble the first time around. He walked Dudney, then he gave up an RBI single to Ethan Danley, who is now the batter. Lots of deep counts for Scott. This is already pitch number 48 for him. He came in back in the 6th. Danley stays put, or I should say Dudney stays put as Danley takes strike 1. Dudney does not have a stolen base attempt this season. The 0-1. That gets deflects off the glove of Taylor, and Dudney advances to second base on the play. So a wild pitch. Now Scott will have to go to work. A runner at second with 1 out. 1-1 to count to Danley. He swings and misses. 1-2 to count to Danley. Scott kicks and deals. There's a high fly ball out to center field. Milder is under it, makes the catch. No try of an advance by Dudney. And that's the second out. So it'll be up to Jacob Keffis to try to drive that run in for Clarke here in the 8th. Timeout called by Jeff Geiza, who wants to talk to Keffis. So the two have a mini conference up the third base line. So Taylor takes this opportunity to come talk to Scott. With 2 outs, if a bunt is on, Keffis will have to be safe at first. The infield is back, so if Keffis decides to square a bunt, it will catch him off guard, but he takes strike 1. He showed no sign of bunting there. Dudney represents a go-ahead run. He leads off from second base. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Davis County and Clarke tied at 4. And the 0-1 delivery is taken high. And the 1-1 pitch. That's low. 2 balls and a strike. Scott comes set. Rocks and fires. There's a line drive, and that is a base hit in front of Johnson. Here comes the relay throw, and no, they stopped the runner at third base. So Dudney slams on the brakes. He got the late stop sign from his head coach Jeff Geiza. A single for Kefis, and now up to bat is Joey Turpin, who's been the most dangerous hitter for Clarke in this ball game. A pair of hits, including a double. And a hit here can give Clarke the lead here in the top of the 8th. Looking to break a 4-4 tie. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. First pitch is a slider taken for a strike. Turpin lined out to left his last time up. He's also reached on an error to go along with his 2 hits. Long pause by Scott. The 0-1. A chopper to Schooley at short. He will scramble to the second base bag, make the tag there, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit, a walk, 2 men left on. Let's walk it off. What do you say? Bottom of the 8th. 4-4, Davis County and Clarke on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the bottom of the 8th. As Davis County and Clarke do battle in the opening game of our doubleheader, we still have more baseball in store here at the Mustang Sports Complex. Hudson Humphrey leading things off for Davis County. Then we'll have the top of the order, Peyton Schooley and Josh Settles. Bryce Geiza has thrown 43 pitches in relief. He's thrown 2 1/3 innings so far. Big part in 2 2/3. Humphrey has walked twice, lined into a double play. He's also scored a run. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Humphrey looking to get aboard. Here in the bottom of the 8th, and he is down 0-2. Geiza nods, winds, delivers. That's it. That bounces past the catcher Turpin for ball 1. Tried a breaking ball. There's a chopper to short. It stays low for Kefis, and the throw is right on target. And Humphrey is retired to start off the bottom of the 8th. Peyton Schooley is 2 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. He is one of 2 Mustangs to have a multi-hit game in this ball game. Mustangs have 5 hits, and there's another one by Schooley, a one-hop liner into left for a base hit. So hit number 3 for Peyton Schooley. And we'll keep an eye on Schooley if he decides to run with Josh Settles at the plate. Settles tied the game with a single back in the 6th inning. That tied the game at 4. Schooley 3 of 3 stealing bases. Throw to first, and Schooley is back safely. Schooley again goes back to the bag as Geiza throws to first. Settles has a pair of hits, including that aforementioned RBI single in the 6th. First pitch fastball taken for a strike. A slide step by Geiza froze Schooley, and I think froze Settles as well, who looked like he wasn't quite prepared for that pitch. Another throw to first. That bounces past the first baseman, Wade. Goes to the fence, and Schooley is safe at second. So E1 brings the game-winning run to second base. So now Geiza with the count 0-1 will have to focus his attention on Settles at the plate. The pitch. That's their high fly ball out to center field. Going back is Fry. He makes the catch. Tagging from second and going to third is Schooley, but that is out number 2. And Schooley, the game-winning run, is now 90 feet away. Bottom of the 8th. 2 outs. Max Taylor was in the spot back in the 6th with the go-ahead run in scoring position, and he flew out. Ball 1 up high. Game-winning run 90 feet away. The 1-0. Low. 2 balls and no strike. Noah Sizemore is the hitter on deck for Davis County, but Taylor's looking to win it right here. The 2-0, and he swings away and fouls it off. High and foul to the first base side, out of play. He was late on that swing. Can Taylor make the adjustment? Here comes the 2-1. A swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and we're a strike away from inning number 9 here in game 1 of our doubleheader. Game-winning runs at third, however, 2-2. Taylor looks at ball 3 outside. Geiza started to head towards the first base dugout. He thought he had strike 3 called on Taylor. Instead, we have a full count. And the pitch. Taylor. A high chopper back to the mound. Geiza gloves it, throws in time, and we are headed to the 9th. No runs, a hit, a man left. Clarke 4, Davis County 4 as we head to the 9th on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Janet's doing it, so's Fred, same with Omar, and Tim's been at it since February of last year. And guess what? They're all saving by doing so. That's because they're all using Drive Safe and Save from State Farm and saving 10% just by signing up, and then getting a 30% discount down the road. How about you? You ready to get at it and save? To start driving safe and saving in Iowa and Missouri, call me, Wes Ashelman, your Albia State Farm agent today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Discounts may vary. Not available in California, Massachusetts, or Rhode Island.
When it comes to athletic performance, Danco in Centerville is the local go-to. They're your athletic performance specialist, helping school teams, athletic directors, coaches, parents, and athletes with top-quality gear for sports and active lifestyles. Danco also makes team fundraising simple, handling the design, orders, shipping, and everything in between, so your organization can raise money without the headache. Like and follow Danco on Facebook and visit them on the Centerville Square.
Danco. Work hard, play proud.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Inning number 9 here in game 1 of our doubleheader. Clarke 4, Davis County 4. Dexter Scott, sitting at 57 pitches, is ready to start the top of the 9th. He'll face Bryce Geiza, who struck out twice. He's also walked, scored a run, and popped out. He's faced Scott once in this ball game. He struck out. Scott has walked at least one batter in each of the 3 innings he's pitched. And Scott's first pitch is popped up, foul, and out of play. Clarke fighting like mad to snap their 3-game losing streak. The 0-1 and that changeup missed high to make it 1-1. And a 1-strike pitch, a bit inside. 2 balls and a strike. Geiza wagging his bat as he looks at that pitch low to make a 3-1, leading off the 9th inning. And the pitch is low and a leadoff walk to Geiza. You can only tempt fate so many times with all these walks. And the batter is Bentley Thomas. He walked his last time up. First time he reached base in 4 at-bats. Thomas awaits the first pitch with Geiza leading off from first. He fakes going, and now Geiza's caught up between first and second, but nobody was covering second base. The throws in center field goes under Milder's glove. Geiza heads to third, and he makes the turn and stops there. What was going on? Nobody was covering second base. So we'll call that a stolen base and an error. Unfortunately, that goes against Taylor, but actually it's going to be a pair of errors. Give me a second, as that was outside for ball 1. And I believe the count is 1-1. Yeah, it is 1-1. So I'm going to score that a throwing error on Taylor and an error on Milder, which allowed guys to reach third base. There's a little chopper back to the mound. There's a fake throw by Scott, but no throw. He eats it. Bentley Thomas gets an infield single. Runners now at the corners with nobody out for Casey Wade. Sizemore playing way in on the grass at third. Schooley and Humphrey, middle infield, is playing back, looking to turn 2. First pitch with the runner going, and it's taken low for ball 1, and they just concede the stolen base to Bentley Thomas. So now with runners at second and third, Davis County brings their infield in. The 1-0. Chopper foul, just wide of third. Or first, I should say. That was barely foul, but it was a foul ball. And the count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. Wade swings and misses. And Scott could surely, or I should say sorely, use a strikeout here. And the count is 1-2 with nobody out and runners at second and third. The pitch to Wade. That hits Wade, and now the bases are loaded. Hitting him down 1-2, not ideal. And now Jeff Geiser calls time and wants to talk to Grant Fry, who is his next hitter. And I would imagine some sort of squeeze would be happening here. Guys are now talking with every runner on base, including Fry, the hitter. And even Cole Jacobson, the on-deck hitter, is in on the conversation. Wade gives Fry a fist bump as he hits back to first. And now Fry will get set to take on Scott in what's been a disastrous inning for the Mustangs. It started with a walk, and then a pair of errors allowed Geiser to advance to third. A little check swing single in front of the plate by Thomas. Wade was hit by a pitch. Bases loaded, nobody out. Fry takes strike one at the knees. Scott shakes his head, now nods, winds and deals. And that breaking ball is taken for strike two. Getting the 2 strikes has not been an issue for Scott. Putting batters away has been since he's came into the ball game. 0-2 to Fry. And he managed to get a bat on that and foul it off to the first base side out of play. Almost got a young man out there. So Fry stays alive. The count remains 0-2. We're tied at 4 here in the top of the 9th. Bases loaded, nobody out. The pitch by Scott stays upstairs, 1-2. Now the pitch. A foul back. Clarke is 3-5, 1-4 in the South Central Conference. They've lost their last 3. Sitting in prime position to get ahead here in the 9th inning, however. And the 1-2 pitch. Chopped in the middle of the plate to the field. Humphrey's throw to home is not in time. Geiser scores. It is a 5-4 ball game. So Humphrey went down to a knee at second base. He tried to come home with the throw. And home plate umpire John Tharp says the throw was not in time with a sliding Geiser. So a fielder's choice. And an RBI for Fry. And Clarke again has the lead. This time it's 5-4, and the bases remain loaded with nobody out. Looks like we'll have a pinch runner come in for Wade. And that is Luke Wade coming in for Casey Wade. So Luke Wade is the new runner at second base as a pinch runner. The batter is Cole Jacobson. He has a pair of hits and an RBI. Mustangs keep the infield in, and Jacobson swings away and pops it up foul behind the plate out of play. Both teams have had their fair share of chances in this ball game. Clarke looking to cash in on a bases loaded, none out opportunity to put up a crooked number. And there's a slow roller to third. Sizemore can't catch it cleanly. Everybody is safe. And it is now 6-4 Clarke. An error on Sizemore, the third baseman. That is the third error of the inning on Davis County. And now the batter is Tatum Dudney. Oh, actually, no. It looks like we'll have a pinch hitter come in for Dudney. And we'll see who emerges from the first base dugout. And I believe that's number 28 or 26. Looking to see him turn around so we can see the bigger numbers. Yeah, it is 26. That is Jonathan Galvez. And how about this? This is his first at-bat of the season. Bases loaded, nobody out. Go get him, kid. First pitch, high ball 1. It's now 6-4 Clarke. Still nobody out with the bases loaded. A swing and a miss by Galvez. The 0-1, or the 1-1, fouled back to make it 1-2. There's only been one hit in this inning. However, Clarke has 2 runs across. The 1-2, outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Luke Wade is at third base. Fry is at second. Jacobson is at first. And a pitch. Missing outside, nowhere to put him. It's 3-2. First at-bat of the season for Galvez, and he fouls it back to stay alive. Scott winds and deals, and the payoff pitch is hit, and a nice diving catch by Sizemore, and Sizemore will flip it to third to get the out. So a nice diving stop by Sizemore at third, but a fielder's choice RBI for Dudney to make it 7-4. They get the first out of the inning as Sizemore was able to flip it to the shortstop Schooley. The unconventional 5-6 play. And now runners are at first and second. And looks like we'll have another pitcher come into the ball game. So we will step away as a new Mustang pitcher is coming into the ball game. We're in the top of the 6th. 3 runs in for Clarke. It's now 7-4. We'll be back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Pierce Fence Company is Southeast Iowa's premier local fence company. With over 70 years of experience, their dedication to quality craftsmanship and customer service is in a class of its own.
Hi, I'm Jared at Pierce Fence Company. We've been building quality fences for decades, and we value helping others. It's important to us to serve our community and make a positive change. We specialize in residential, commercial, and industrial fence installs. Give us a call or check us out online to find out why we were built to make a difference.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Victor Milder is the new pitcher for Davis County. Mustangs move around the furniture with the new pitcher as Settles will take over at center field. Humphrey moves out to right field. Schooley goes from short to second, and Scott, who was on the mound, is now at shortstop. Clarke has runners at first and second, 1 out, 3 runs in here in the top of the ninth. They lead Davis County 7-4, and the batter is Ethan Danley. Danley so far today is 1 for 3 with an RBI hit. He's also walked. John Tharp doing some housekeeping, sweeping off home plate. Milder messing with his landing spot on the mound. And now we're ready. First pitch is a bouncer to the third. Sizemore steps on the bag for 1, throws across the diamond in time for the double play. And that will end the inning. But Clarke scores 3 runs on 1 hit, 3 Mustang errors, and a man left on. Davis County will have their work cut out for them. They trail 7-4 as we head to the bottom of the ninth on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're at the bottom of the ninth. Davis County needs 3 to tie as they trail 7-4 to Clarke here in game 1 of our doubleheader. Davis County has never led in this game. Clarke had leads of 3-0, 4-3, and now 7-4. Noah Sizemore look to start a rally here in the bottom of the ninth. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. He's also walked. Ball 1 way upstairs from Geiza. So if Geiza can finish it off, he could be the winning pitcher. The 1-0, that's high. 2 balls and no strikes. Sizemore's mission, just get on base. Down by 3, you want to at least get the tying run to the plate. Ball 3 upstairs. Sizemore with the count of 3-0. Here comes the pitch by Geiza, and they call a strike there on the outside corner from home plate umpire John Tharp. The 3-1. Fouled off, and the count now is full. Sizemore with the count now 3-2. Starting off the bottom of the ninth, and he takes ball 4 outside. Sizemore draws his second walk of the ball game. And now Dexter Scott comes up. Scott singled his last time up. He also has driven in a run with a sacrifice fly. Scott lifts that high in the air. That might stay in play. It does in left field, and in fair territory is the left fielder Dudney that makes the catch for the first out. So Scott flies out. The batter is Hayden Bankson. A pair of walks, a fly out, and a pop out for Bankson here in game 1. Sizemore's the runner at first. Strike to Bankson. Bankson, if he can reach, Davis County will bring the tying run to the plate. A check swing foul that dribbles to the third base side. No balls and 2 strikes. Guyza has 1 strikeout in his outing so far. And strike 3 called as Bankson knees buckled on that slider. And Davis County is down to their final out. Victor Milder is 0 for 3. He was intentionally walked back in the 7th inning. Last chance for the Mustangs. Down 7-4. And a wave and a miss. A half-hearted swing by Milder to make it 0-1. Mustangs at the brink of seeing their 4-game winning streak come to an end. Runner goes from first. Pitch is taken for a strike, and the throw to second is not in time. But more importantly, Milder is down to his final strike. Guyza nods. Pitches. A swing and a miss by Milder, and that will do it as Clarke beats Davis County in 9 innings by a final score of 7-4. We'll be back to wrap things up after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
Your best choice for groceries is Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. They're proud to offer Best Choice branded items. While you're there, check out the awesome selection in their meat department and make sure and find something for your sweet tooth in the bakery. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook to keep up with all their specials. Stop into Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. Located 1 block off the northeast corner of the Bloomfield Square. Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there is only one place to go, R&K Body Pros. They pride themselves on being a local business who puts their customers first. Not only do they do quality work, they do estimates, insurance jobs, and will work with clients on deductibles. If you are in an accident, see R&K Body Pros to get your car back to normal. They work with all insurances, making sure you're happy with your outcome. Excellence is what you can expect when you work with R&K Body Pros at 315 East 2nd Street in downtown Ottumwa.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County falls to Clarke 7-4 in 9 innings, and it was a case where Davis County just could not get over the hump. They tied Clarke on 3 separate occasions, but just could not get around to take the lead in this ball game. As Peyton Schooley started this game along with Cole Jacobson for Clarke, and they threw zeros at each other through the first 3 innings. And then Clarke finally broke through in the 4th inning. After a walk, Casey Wade doubled, and then Grant Fry brought in a pair of runs with a triple, and Jacobson then drove in Fry with a single to make it 3-0 Clarke. Davis County scored their first run thanks to a bases-loaded hit by pitch. Aiden Hale was plunked, and he ended up bringing up the first run. And what has been a theme in this ball game, as Davis County has stranded at least one runner in each of the 9 innings, and that really just missed opportunities for the Mustangs. That spelled doom for Davis County in this ball game. So with the score at 3-1, Davis County tied it at 3 in the bottom of the 5th. A sacrifice fly by Scott drove in a run, and then an error by the center fielder Fry as he threw the ball away, trying to throw out Grant Husted, who was at third base at the time. He came home with the tying run to make it 3-3, but Davis County couldn't get another cross, and in the 6th inning, Clarke took a 4-3 lead thanks to an RBI single by Ethan Danley. Davis County tied it in the bottom of inning number 6. Josh Settles got an RBI single to drive in Hudson Humphrey. And then we remained scoreless through the 7th, 8th innings. And then in the 9th inning, Davis County just could not catch the ball cleanly defensively. A walk to Geiza, who then advanced to second on a throwing error by Max Taylor. Hard luck for him, however, because it was more of a miscommunication. Nobody was standing at second base, and he threw it to an empty base. And then a throwing error by Victor Milder, fielding errors. Milder couldn't get the ball cleanly in center field, allowed guys to advance all the way to third. Bentley Thomas got aboard on a check swing single, although guys stayed at third. Wade was hit by a pitch with 2 strikes to load the bases, and then Grant Fry drove in the first run with a fielder's choice. As that made it 5-4. Another run scored on a fielder's choice to make it 6-4, and then on a ground out, 7-4 was our score, and that led us to the bottom of the 9th, where Noah Sizemore led off with a walk, but then Bryce Geisler retired the next 3 in order, and Davis County fell 7-4. So the main theme of this ball game is Davis County, just too many men left on base. 12 men left on base, just could not come down with a big hit, and it cost them in this ball game. Final numbers of this ball game: Clarke 7 runs on 9 hits, 3 errors, 10 men left on. Davis County 4 runs on 6 hits, 5 errors, and 12 men left on base. Winning pitcher of the ball game is Bryce Geiza. He is 2-1. Dexter Scott takes a loss. He is now 0-2. Time of the game, 2 hours, 47 minutes. So that will do it for Game 1. We'll be back for the nightcap after a little bit as the Crowns crew is getting the baseball field getting set for Game 2, as we will have Davis County looking to salvage a split against Clarke in this doubleheader. We look forward to having you join us then. Until then, for Annie Argo, this is Els Kojo saying so long from Bloomfield. This has been Davis County Baseball on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.